page 77, and we left them yesterday with the navigation officer saying that if he studied the sun and used his compasses on maps for a fortnight, he'd be able to give you some more news, but it won't be any better than I'm telling you now, and perhaps it'll be a darn sight worse. Captain Clifford laughed mirthlessly. "You're a real comfort, Bill," he said. "And so it looks as if we're here for a long stay, out of touch with the world and with little hope of being seen by any searching planes or getting into radio touch with them before it is assumed that Golf Able Foxtrot is now at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean and they call the hunt off. Not very good news to tell the packs in the chin-up chat that I've got to give them in a few minutes." I'm going to go give them a chin-up chat. Especially as Professor Bindle, don't start with the Bindle, tells me that there is a possibility that we may be sharing this island with some primitive and very savage natives. But I think we'd better keep that under our hats for the time being anyway. At that moment, Shirley tapped at the door and then entered the flight deck with the revolver in one hand and the cartridges in the other. "Hello, boys." Captain Clifford stared in surprise and then with amusement in his eyes at the revolver. Captain Clifford laughing away at a gun being on board. "Miss Flight," he laughed, "is this a modern version of the mutiny on the Bounty, or is it just an ordinary hold-up?" Because she's a woman, he couldn't do the gun in your pocket gag, but he did his best. "The hold-up almost took place in the cabin, Captain Clifford," answered Shirley. "Chief Steward Reeves instructed me to bring this revolver to you, which was taken from one of our passengers, ... Mr. Sarley." All trace of mirth vanished from Morley Clifford's tanned face. I'll do it. In a trice, he had reverted to being the commander of a crashed airliner, marooned upon a lonely South Sea island, the man whom fate had made the monarch of a little kingdom with which he must rule with the fairness and wisdom of a King Solomon. You see, that's your Europeans' problem all over there, isn't it? That's a history of where we've gone wrong in one sentence. The aircrew listened in shocked silence to Shirley's ramblings.